Hello, welcome back to Just Being Dale. I'm Dale. Today we're going to do a video on top 10 most scary videos. Alright, paranormal stuff. Let's go.
You are going to remember these videos for a long time, and I hope watching them doesn't cause you to experience any haunting consequences.
I'm scared. This must be Mr. Chills. Scary.
Number 10. These friends are talking in the kitchen when someone else pulls up a chair to join them. The only problem is, no wonder. When one of them finally notices that the chair is old, he's so startled that he doesn't even close the refrigerator. He just wants to get away fast, which is a realistic reaction. Of course, no one else in the group believes his bizarre story at first, but when they see it for themselves, the scared reaction are as legit as can be. I'll add that.
What is that floating over the top before? Oh, that's a ceiling thing.
All of them are trying to come up with a rational explanation, and the best answer they have is that the man in a white shirt is somehow causing it to happen. It's true that the chair only
blame it on
when he is either
whoever
or standing nearby. Just when they are beginning to calm down,
the blame game.
Final event seems to confirm their suspicions.
It's his fault.
Let me know what you think is happening.
Something's wrong with y'all with all that noise.
The early stages of a spiritual possession. Number 9. The Vancouver Paranormal Society investigates a house whose owner has been complaining of strange activity during late hours. They gather in the living room and decide it outright. You can hear 2 taps after they try and get its attention.
I'll ask you a series of questions.
Don't go messing with stuff.
They next explain the rules of
things you have
no
knowledge of. They think they be knowing about this paranormal stuff, but they don't be knowing until they all get shocked or something happen to one of them.
Actually tapped twice to signify no when they said they were going to ask it a series of questions. Not only did it respond, but it somehow knew what it was going to be asked before they even said the question, as if that wasn't weird enough. As soon as they ask the spirit if it used to live here, they get a visual disturbance in front of the pillow that's in the woman's lap.
Did you used to live here?
Somehow, the team misses all of these signs and declares the house to be uninhabited by spirits. After watching these instances, however, I beg to differ. Number 8. A YouTube channel called Exploring with Danny is checking out a chapel cemetery that is so haunted, they only feel comfortable approaching by day. They've all been here before, but this time they are disappointed to find that commercial locks are in place and that everything looks to be boarded up. Still, they are determined to get inside, and they keep moving along the perimeter, searching for another way in. After a while, the camera person feels watched and makes the mistake of looking up.
We're coming up getting through them boards there.
What is that? That looks like a person. Ooh.
I guess this could be one of their friends, but given the new measures to keep trespassers out,
baby, a friend of ours does this.
You would think that they would run at such a sight, but this encounter only makes them more determined to bust a new way inside, which they eventually do.
You're supposed to run.
They the interior steps and feel watched again. The figure is staring back at them from above once more, perhaps twice as displeased.
It looks like somebody in a mask.
This time, they all duck into a room and watch it silently pass. The thing retreats down a long hallway, but when Danny follows, it's the last glimpse any of them get of it before scattering. Number 7. This cat is playfully smacking around a Brillo pad. When it stops to look straight up, ears back completely frozen, almost as if someone invisible is standing over it. Next, an orb floats upwards and makes it jump straight into the air. After a while, the house pet regains interest in its toy, only to stop and look around again, slightly bewildered. It looks at its owner briefly and then follows the orb with its head in a swooping motion, possibly the very same orb as before. There's no doubt that the cat sees something out of the ordinary as it tracks the orb perfectly. Both times, it completely loses interest in the toy. and seems somewhat alarmed over an unseen presence. I guess there could be some other explanation, but if I was alone and saw all of this going on, I would definitely question if my house was haunted.
Get it
Number
prayed
6,
over.
a chef and his apprentice rummage around the kitchen to do some last-minute prep work before opening. One of them undoes the plastic ties from all of the bread and then takes a few steps away. Moments later, he looks over only to see a single remaining piece of bread raise itself in the air and land in the corner with a smack. He tries to explain what happened to a co-worker as he examines the bread for anything wrong, finding nothing. I was waiting for it to jump back out after he throws it away, but I guess it's done moving for now. Everybody probably thought he was going crazy, and maybe he did too, until they checked out this haunting video for themselves and posted it online. Number 5. A group of ghost hunters called PXTV go deep in the Wombwell Woods, a haunted forest in the UK where many people sadly go to take their lives. They split up to cover maximum ground, and one of them, Steve, finds a spot he deems suitable to begin an EVP session, which stands for Electronic Voice Phenomenon. He said,
You know what? All these things that the cats and animals see, they just can't talk. But if you've ever read the book of Enoch, that book will tell you a lot about the spirit world. And it will also tell you that if we could see into the spirit world and we actually look, we would not want to move. We would be just that afraid because it's just that many spirits and paranormal stuff around us in every spot just about. The invisible world had to make up the visible world. Just a thought.
Sets up his EVP box and asks any spirits nearby to make a light go on. When it does, he asks for 2 lights, but gets this verbal warning instead.
Can you make 2 lights light up? Obviously just said run.
But something descends upon Steve before he gets a chance to do as told. I didn't exactly see anything, but Steve says that he was pushed out of the way by something nearby. And when he looks at his EVP box, the translator displays the word run written in all capitals. I'm not sure if there's any way to tamper with these devices and make them say pre-programmed messages or not, but assuming this video really is unaltered,
Baby, when you hear that
then
run,
the evidence is all right
you
there to
run.
see. Number 4. With
It's a
her
warning.
camera recording, a girl kneels before a darkened doorway and challenges the spirit to touch her. A light passes
Never
over the
challenge
room
a
and her hair is
spirit.
brushed over her shoulder as if someone is passing through. I find
'Cause
this
they
video
will
hard
show
to
you.
believe because that definitely looks like a flashlight coming from the other room, based on the way it hits the wall beside her in a concentrated circular beam. With that said, it still doesn't explain how her hair moved with no one nearby. Let me know if this effect is possible to do in Photoshop, or whether or not you think this is real. If it is real, then I have no idea why she would want to summon something so powerful in her own home. Number 3. Claire Julian has a guest over when they both notice her paper dragon wall ornament is swaying slightly. Zoom in and you'll see the
That
very
could be
bottom
any
swings
breeze.
back and forth, hardly noticeable unless you really were looking. There's no draft and the air conditioner is not on.
I'm iffy on
They
this
aren't sure
one.
what to make of it, so Claire half-jokingly challenges the ghost to do better, which I'm not so sure was a good idea. I was thinking that this movement could have
that
been
was
the hand
strange.
of the clock hanging behind it, but Claire
Yeah.
says that this clock doesn't work anymore, and now that I think about it, I didn't hear any ticking. Therefore, I think Claire probably has a poltergeist in her home, one that she should stop challenging. Number 2. It's hard to say if this video is really paranormal or simply due to a baby's loose grip. Keisha Vasquez is
Cute
singing
little
to her
baby.
child when in her eyes, a hairbrush is ripped from her daughter's hands. Watch the moment it happens and tell me if you think she dropped the brush or if it was taken by an unseen force.
No. That baby did not have butterfingers on this. It's like somebody snatched it or pulled the brush from the baby's hand. That baby didn't drop it from what I saw. Tell me what you guys think in the comments.
first, I was inclined to write this off as a fumble, but notice how at approximately 10 seconds, an orb crawls along the right side of the screen seconds before the hairbrush leaves her hands, followed by more orbs immediately afterwards. Since these orbs could be an indication of the supernatural, I think either explanation holds weight, and I look forward to getting your thoughts. Number 1.
Fun fact. The supernatural are those things or things that have been claimed to exist which cannot be explained by the laws of nature, including things characteristics of or relating to ghosts, gods, or other types of spirits and other non-material beings, or the things beyond nature. Some things such as lightning, which were once thought to be supernatural, have been shown to be entirely naturalistic. A paranormal phenomenon is different from a hypothetical concept such as dark matter and dark energy. The most notable paranormal beliefs include those that pertain to ghosts, extraterrestrial life, unidentified flying objects, psychic abilities, or extrasensory perception, and cryptids. All right, back to the video.
It's early in the morning on a Saturday when a stranger picks up this random Corona, California family to be his next target. Here, he bashes open the front door using nothing but a kid's scooter left out from the
What
day
are
before.
you on?
He hits the glass with such force that it only takes one blow to get in. From
Oh,
there,
it
he
was
proceeds to chase
glass.
the mother and her 2 daughters into their bedroom, which they lock and barricade themselves into. These holes are where he tried to bash through a closet with a hammer that he
My
found
goodness.
in a toolbox. If the walls had been even a little
Thank
thinner,
God they
he would have gotten
barricaded
through.
themselves
Police later
in.
took the man into custody and charged him accordingly, based on the raw aggression displayed in the CCTV video and the holes left behind. I don't think there would have been much left of the family for police to identify if the intruder had gotten to them.
No, that's right. Alright everybody, that's the last of this video. Tell me what you think about the brush with the baby. Also, don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, give me a thumbs up. And also turn on your post notification bell so you'll know when I upload. Alright? See you next time.